Virtua Fighter, you have gone and done it again. Oh my god, what are you doing? Guys, I know sometimes I'm slightly late to these things, and apparently this has been a thing for like a week now. But what the fuck is Virtua Fighter 5 World Stage? You are telling me that Revo actually came to console, and I heard absolutely nothing about it from anyone. What is happening, bro? You are telling me that my mobile phone knows everything about me, from what I say during the day to my likes and interests, to the goals that I want to see on my Instagram, but it can't show me that the game that I have been complaining about actually released. What is happening right now? Guys, what is supposed to be a gracious day, a step in the right direction for Virtua Fighter, is me once again losing my mind on a video. What is Sega's marketing team doing? What are they doing? Please, guys, I could not stress this enough to you. Bro, nothing in the FGC happens without me knowing, bro. I get pop-ups from all types of new fighting games. I'm getting indie shit with 3 players online shown to me on my Twitter and YouTube every single day. Yet I somehow miss this. What is happening right now? Genuinely, I don't know what's going on. I made a previous video like a week or 2 ago where I talked about how bad of a job Sega is doing at handling Virtua Fighter 6. And I thought that it was insane that we somehow didn't have Revo on consoles yet, despite console having the largest player base. Virtua Fighter 6 needs people to get onto Revo and either get warmed up again as a returning player or familiarize yourself with the franchise, because they haven't made a game in like 10 years and the franchise hasn't been at the forefront of fighting games in even longer than that, right? I also complained about their marketing and somehow it got even worse. A Sega worker could be given the task to go to Dubai and show a random person the Burj Khalifa, the biggest building in the entire world, and they will point them into the direction of the local slave encampment, bro. Bro, an average Sega worker would get lost in an empty room. An average Sega worker couldn't point out Lizzo in a crowd of anorexic foxes. The only explanation as to why their marketing is so bad is that they are just blind. Someone is getting the marketing for Virtua Fighter 6. It's just these guys can't see and are showing it in the wrong places. There is a grandma in the Philippines right now who is currently shown Virtua Fighter 6 trailers right now on her 13-year-old projector at the old person's home instead of Ghostbusters, bro. There is a North Korean citizen who is living it up, watching Virtua Fighter lore videos instead of state-approved television right now. There is no explanation for any of this. This is actually unacceptable, bro. We have gone from teaser trailer to teaser trailer to teaser trailer to an Asian man walking in Asia to absolutely nothing except for Revo came out on consoles a week ago, guys. I feel like I am living in a mad person's head, bro. I feel like there is some Ethiopian dude or a Somali dude standing right in front of me, and I'm just headbutting them repeatedly, and the recoil is knocking me out over and over again. Not even denting their head, bro, but I just keep going back for more. Like, this is what it feels like to be a member of the Sega marketing team. Genuinely, in their 40 years or whatever Sega has been a thing, they could have built a legit metal Sonic to deliver leaflets to the entirety of Japan in seconds, saying their games are going to be released. That is a more realistic way of advertising their games than expecting the marketing team to do absolute squash. What are they doing, guys? In fact, guys, what are you doing? You're not even subscribed to the channel, bro. Subscribe to the fucking channel. I've asked nicely many times, and now you're pissing me off. Imagine I'm pushing you into a locker. Ka-chunk. That's the sound of the locker closing on you. I'm not letting you out until you subscribe to the channel. I won't do it. On my honor as a dishonorable soul, I won't do it. Okay, you've done it now? Thank you. This isn't going to be a Revo review video or anything, guys. I haven't even bought the game yet. I am about to after I make this video, though, because someone needs to put some money into these idiots' pockets. I think the main focus should be that the game is out now. It's time to get back on the grind again, boys. And it might be a longer grind than many of us think, because at the rate that Sega is going, you might get Virtua Fighter 6 sometime in the 2070s, bro, if I'm being optimistic. One thing that I will say about this company, though, that is as bad as the marketing is, Sega is somehow still an honorable company, bro, and I like that. If you purchased Virtua Fighter 5 20 years ago, you will get this PS5 version at a discounted rate, which is cool as fuck to me personally, because they're actually showing some love to the people who were supporting their games back then. Sega W. In a world where companies like Nintendo exist, it's very refreshing to see a company actually show off some good business practices instead of trying to scam children because you got them hooked onto Pokemon crack. Now that Revo is out, I think that I kind of need to reevaluate the Virtua Fighter 6 timeline a little bit, because the game is supposed to release next year. But making a teaser trailer like 3 years before your game comes out and it's a fighting game, kinda insane, bro, I can't lie. They would honestly be quite unintelligent to not release it sometime next year, so we are going to assume late 2026. I am now more inclined to believe that this will actually happen now that Revo is out. I think giving players at least like a year's break between Revo and 6 is a very good idea, because in my opinion, I imagine that right now there is not a lot of players that are going to be playing, because who the fuck knows that this game is even out. But over the next 2 months, I would say, more people are going to be playing the game and the player base will grow. I'm not going to say anything big or even medium sized, but there will be people playing this game and there will be lots of people who dabble in this game. I think especially if you've heard news from Virtua Fighter 6, or if you're currently just sick of whatever fighting game you're currently playing. Revo is only £16 too, so they have actually led with like a reasonable price point, so that this game doesn't end up like City of the Wolves, where the game is £50 for a game nobody plays and is too hard to play if nobody is playing, so you can't figure stuff out. Having a price point like this means that people actually play your game, because you know the price actually matches the product, which to be honest is a whole separate topic I might talk about in another video. I don't get how you can charge AAA prices for niche games, cough cough Tekken, but we move. What I've been trying to get at is players need a decent amount of time to play the game to get accustomed and get bored, so that when Virtua Fighter 6 drops, they kind of been off the game for a little while and are like, yo! Virtua Fighter 6! Yo, let me hop on real quick. You guys get what I'm saying. The release of Revo is very promising for Virtua Fighter 6 because it shows that this team probably is on some kind of schedule. Like, Revo on consoles arrived far too late for my liking, but we got there in the end. Even if Virtua Fighter doesn't release next year, I think people will be slightly less agitated by that now, because everyone now has access to Revo. I think the main thing now is we need an actual trailer. This game needs something. I've been moaning and complaining about this team's marketing for like 2 weeks, bro. But we need to give people something. The one little snippet of gameplay, like actual gameplay that we got, is sitting at like 800k views, bro. Whereas the Wolf trailer is at like 50k or something. People want to see the gameplay. The numbers are right there, guys. They can't keep feeding us little biscuit crumbs, bro. If you're going to give us crumbs, at least make it some homemade Scottish shortbread, fam. Give us something based. Give us 30 seconds of actual gameplay, bro. That's all I'm asking for. But who is the director of Virtua Fighter 6, bro? Yuichiro Yamada. I'ma call you Yamada. We are going to get to know each other on a first name basis, okay, Yamada? I am asking you personally. I will not take no for an answer, or we will do with the sharpest of blades at dawn, a fight to the death. 30 seconds of gameplay, Brody. It's alright, you got that. Feed us, Yamada. Feed your children, please. Anyways, that's it for now. If you like the video, boys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Until next time, guys.